Hi, welcome back. In this lecture here, we are going to be learning about lists, how we can create lists and what is the structure and other things we can do with it. All right. So this is going to be really exciting. I hope you are feeling great. If not, make sure that you feel great because your eyes can see, right? You can see, you have a computer in front of you, have a keyboard, a mouse, and we have our mind intact. Our brain is beautiful, right? So be happy. Let's open up our code editor. And the reason I always find something to be grateful about every day when I'm feeling down or something like that, because there are a lot of people that don't have the opportunity we do. So, try to feel good always, and especially when you're learning something like this, all right? That way keeps your energy up and you can finish the lecture, right? So, we are going to be doing a save as on the blank.html, and let's call this list. List. There we go. Now let me show you the structure of a unordered list because we have two types there. So let's just do an order. That's why we have the L there. If I can get it right, that would be nice. And then we have some children of this unordered list, and the children are li tags or list items. So list items. There we go. I'm just gonna put a couple of them here. There we go, three of them. Let me show you how it looks. A lot of people call this the bulleted list, and you've probably seen this in Word software like Microsoft Word. See that? All right. And we have another one which is an ordered list. And that all we have to do is change. And you saw what I did. I just did a copy and paste basically. All we have to do is change the U for O, and we have numbers now instead of these bullets. All right. Perfect. Now we can turn this into links also. So keep in mind that all we have to do is, all right, and then make sure that you put your href in here, and let's say document.html, html, refresh, and you can see that turn into a link, right? So lists are very useful to organize data. We can even put images in here, all right, just like this. We can put an image there, and we can say something like images, put the edwin.jpg in there. Let's put a width there so it's not that big, of 100 pixels. Refresh, as you can see there. All right, we can include that picture inside there. We can even put a link inside the picture there, so when we click on that list item, it would take us to a specific page. All right, so keep that in mind, that's how it works, right? So we can also put categories in here, headings. I'm just gonna put categories. There we go. All right, so keep that in mind. Another thing to keep in mind is that we use this on order list most of the time in navigation here, and you might be thinking why. Well, in the left side, in the sidebar, you might use this as categories. That's why I put categories in here, because you might use this as links. And we also use it on top here on navigations most of the time, and we do it by creating by styling this with CSS and floating them to the right. And by floating them to the right, what we do is we create inline elements, and they're gonna follow each other. Like, for example, this one will be home. Later on, I'm going to show you a little bit more about CSS so that way you can have a better idea about this. And contact. So right now they are showing in a vertical way, right, from top to bottom. When we do CSS, we put them in a horizontal format. So home would be here, about would be on the right hand side of that, and contact would be at the end. So when we do a CSS, we also take the numbers out or the bulleted list out by declaring this the list type none. All right, super easy to do. Later on, I will show you some CSS. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this lecture. Hopefully, this helped you understand how this works. And now you know how to build lists. So perfect. It was a pleasure like always, and I see you in the next lecture. Keep doing it, all right? You're doing fine if you're following me. If you're not following me, the other person is going to get better than you, so don't you let that happen. Practice, practice, practice makes perfection. All right? So, see you in the next one. Good job.